I messaged Caleb too.
Okay.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
There are a lot of podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Prediction Sports. Let go, show recaps prediction sports
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Prediction Sports. Let go.
What's going on, everybody? It's the EVP from the EVP Show, and we are live for your NXT Heatwave prediction show. I do apologize to everyone for not being live last night. That's some personal stuff going on. Won't disclose right now, but we're here for the NXT Heatwave prediction show. Obviously, we will be back again next Wednesday, same time, same place for the Sunday, not the Saturday night, but the Sunday night main event prediction show with all of my fellow comrades that are usually a part of this show every time we do a prediction show. But I'm going to go ahead. We are waiting on a couple people to show up, but I will go through and announce everyone one by one. They can just kind of do a quick shout out to themselves, and then we will. Sorry, Big Mike, I'm going to have to put you on mute for a second. Thank you, buddy. I'm going to go one by one and announce everybody, and then after that, hopefully the other two people have arrived, and then we'll get started with NXT Heatwave. I'm going to start off with, he is a member of DWE. I am a co-host on his show. We've been working together for quite some time now. He is the host of Queens of WWE, which will be later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. What's going on, Kyle, the man, Anthony?
What's going on, CJ? Yeah, looking forward to these predictions. Should be a really good show for Heatwave on Sunday, so it should be fun. So looking forward to seeing what everyone has to say about who they think is going to win these matches. So I'm looking forward to talk about it.
All right, appreciate you, Kyle. Next up, it's been quite a while since you've been on to the show. We have stayed in contact, so I appreciate that. What's going on, Nitro? How you doing tonight? Thank you for coming on.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm excited for wrestling this weekend. This weekend's impactful wrestling. We have Heatwave. I think we have AAA at special time. I may be wrong. And then also on the other side of the pond, literally on the other side of the pond because they're in London, we have AEW All In. All on the same day, so that's very impressive. So I'm very excited for this weekend's wrestling extravaganza. I think it's going to be good for Heatwave and all the other shows that I mentioned. Heatwave lineup does look very exciting. I can't wait for it. I need to watch more NXT, but ever since Zilla has emerged into NXT, I've been watching ever since then, basically. Well, at least for this new crop of NXT roster, I started watching when Zilla emerged. But yeah, I think Heatwave is going to be a good show.
Yeah, appreciate you, Nitro. It is definitely going to be a good show. Up next, he is one of the ambassadors of the IWC, definitely someone that I look up to, try to moniker, and I definitely have changed a lot over the past 2 years. One of my favorite people in the community, does a lot of great things. Definitely great content creator. I think a lot of people maybe overlook this person, but I don't. I think he's one of the best content creators around that is not got that huge name. But what's going on, Carlos? Glad to have you. Thank you for coming on every prediction show. Tell the people hello.
Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm not on camera. I'm heading to London tomorrow, so I'm going to be multitasking as I'm on here. But always a pleasure to be here. I couldn't let my boy down. Again, EVP, appreciate the words. You've been so kind. I love what you do, giving people a voice who don't have a big voice, even for me. Again, my platform still growing, so to be able to come on here, it's a lot of fun. I love to help each other out. Glad to be here.
Thank you, Carlos, and safe travels on your trip as well.
Thank you.
Caleb, thanks for joining. I'll get to you here in a second. I guess Caleb's not going to make it. All right, next up, he is the mayor of Canada. I actually introduced him right this time. One of my best friends in the community. I probably get on his nerves because I blow him up in the DM. But we've become really good friends. Definitely somebody that's teaching me a lot about everything outside of WWE. So what's going on, Stampede? How you doing tonight?
You never bother me, my man. You message whenever you want. But you are correct. The mayor of Canada up here with his finger on the power switch. Be careful, my American friends.
I have a better position for him. How about we call him the Emperor of Wrestling?
No, I'm good with Mayor of Canada. But yeah, no, Heatwave looks like a pretty decent card. Busy weekend of wrestling and all over the place. So lots going on. So I'm looking
And
forward
college
to
football's back this weekend. I'm so excited. College football's back.
All right, thank you, Stampede. Appreciate it. Next up, this man needs no introduction. He is the CEO of WWE. Definitely brought me into the top company in the IWC. He is Miami Great.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope y'all guys can hear me.
Yep.
Yeah, just shouts out to everyone. Hope everybody's doing good today. Here with one of my Death Rebels members down there, Carlos. Please have a safe trip out there to London, man. I'm a little jealous, man. You must have invited me with you now. Go together, Carlos, won't go out there alone. But yeah, just hit us by Heatwave, man. I'm a little and watching back because Zilla's down back, so that's why I'm on the panel too. So just starting back, get back into it too. So let's get into some heat wave talk.
All right, thank you, Miami, for sure. I'm glad to have you on NXT. I think it's your first NXT show, prediction show for sure. I know I'll have you back next week. Also, I think everybody maybe will be back for Sunday night main event next week. Except we will have one new guest that has not been on the show. All right, next up, has become one of my, I guess, biggest fans. I mean, he comes to all my shows. He's in every one of my fantasy football leagues. Definitely a huge supporter. Definitely somebody I can talk to when I need it here. He's a big fan of Big Brother, so that definitely gives him some brownie points. What's going on, Tribal Kingpin?
Hello. You know what time it is, guys. Get ready for that heat wave talk. Glad seeing everybody again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Next up, I have to give this guy his flowers. I know he talks over people, and he talks about 400,000 miles an hour in my Discord, but he has been my most loyal fan for Sunday Night Scoops. My show really wouldn't have taken off without him. At the end of the day, even though sometimes I could pick him up by his shirt and feel like I want to wring his damn neck, he is very loyal to me, and I appreciate everything he's done. So give a shout out to Big Mike. Thank you for being here. Tell the people what's going on.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Big Mike. I currently have a sports blog and podcast I'm currently working on, and I'm so excited for Heatwave and All In Weekend. I'm also excited that college football is back this week. I cannot wait to watch a lot of it. And anyway, let's stop the talking. Let's get to work. Let's talk about the predictions. I'm ready.
All right, thank you, Big Mike. Thank you for all you do for Sunday Scoops. It's definitely become my best show, so thank you for that. We actually almost hit 20 likes this Sunday, which is crazy. So thank you for that and everything for the Discord as well. All right, next up, he is one of my old-time friends in the community when I first started Spaces. He's been on almost every prediction show. I don't know what to call you, but I'm just going to call you Gus Buzz. I'm going to call you Mr. Liv Morgan. What's going on, Sean? How you doing tonight? Tell everybody what's going on.
What up? Yeah, short and sweet. Let's get into it.
Sounds good. Thank you for coming on. I guess DJ Khaled's not coming on, so we have his replacement. Normally he's been on every time, but unfortunately he missed the comments earlier. But I will have him on next week for sure. And he's here tonight. So what's going on, Caleb? How you doing?
What good? Thanks for having me for a replacement for Kali, and I cannot wait to talk NXT.
All
Oh
right, thank you.
crap! I thought we were gonna have one without him for one. No, I'm just messing with you.
Quiet, bro. This guy is.
I mean, eventually, like he did miss the cut, but you know, like I told him in DMs about 20 minutes ago, there's always that one. Sometimes I ain't gonna point no finger. Sometimes it is DJ Khaled. Two in a row.
This is like I keep those jobless friends around, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm sorry, Caleb is a professional. He's a professional bandwagoner. My bad. Sorry, Caleb. My
Yeah.
bad.
Caleb's like an STD. Like you can manage it, but it never truly goes away.
Oh my God, TMI. But yeah, DJ Khaled, he's great. Obviously last time he missed. I don't know what. He had some family stuff, but I don't know what's going on. He didn't message me, so it's okay. We're still friends. I'm not mad about it because I knew I had Caleb to fill in. So we will have a new guest next week. Carlos, I think you do know him. Stampede said you did. I've never met him or talked to him, but he did comment. Stampede can tell you who he is. I don't know who he is personally, but he will be with us next week for Sunday Night Main Event. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna look at the match card. I'm doing a terrible host. So Stampede, is this the pre-show match? The submission match? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I looked at it wrong. All right. So we're going to start with a men's match first. This guy is, in my opinion, he's one of the luckiest men to ever walk the face of the earth. But he's wrestling twice at NXT Heatwave. He is the WWE NXT Men's North American Champion and the one half of the NXT Tag Team Champion. Miles Bourne will defend his NXT North American Championship against a member of the Vandy Project, which I'm sure will be accompanied to the ring by Mika Lockwood. I know if you know her from LFG. So we're going to go with Miles Bourne versus Jackson Drake for the men's NXT North American Championship. I'm going to start with Sean first. Who do you have, Miles Bourne or Jackson Drake?
I got Miles Bourne. He's losing some titles this weekend, but this won't be the title he loses.
All right, thank you, Sean. So we got one for Miles Bourne. We're gonna go catty corner because I know Sean just loves to go first. I'll tell you what, we're gonna as long as nobody leaves, I can keep it this way. All right, Caleb, you're up next. Miles Bourne versus Jackson Drake for the men's North American Championship. Who do you have and why?
I'm gonna go with Miles Bourne. He's one of my favorites from NXT. Even though I don't like his girlfriend, I gotta go with Miles.
Whoa! You don't like?
You used to like his girlfriend, so who replaced her? Again, bandwagoner.
You don't like Stephanie Bakor? Come on, man. Nah, you're good, Caleb. Everybody loves La Primera in here, but it's fine. So we got two for Miles Bourne. All right, up next, Miami the Great. Miles Bourne defending against a member of the Vandy Project, Jackson Drake, with Mika Lockwood in this corner. I'm sure Vandy Project will be out there as well.
Give me Miles Bourne. I think he'll hold on to the title. I think Sean made a great point about him losing a title, but I don't think it'll be the North American one. I think it will be the tag team titles because they did set a story there. So I think he'll lose. They'll drop the tag team titles and set up a story with him and his tag partner later on down the line. So give me Miles Bourne here.
All right, thank you, Miami. So 3 Miles Bourne. Tribal Kingpin, you're up. Miles Bourne versus Jackson Drake of the Vandy Project. Who do you have and why?
I'm going to go with my man's Miles Bourne for this one. I like the way that he's been putting on the show on NXT. It's been really great to see. That's why I'm going with my guy. I really believe in him. I think he'll actually, I think they'll probably retain too. They'll do both.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll see when we get to the next one. But you're going with Miles for this one, right?
Oh yeah, faithfully.
Perfect. So we got 4 for Miles Bourne, 0 for Mr. Jackson Drake. All right, Carlos. Miles Bourne,
Are
Jackson
you guys
Drake.
all new here? What the hell's going on with this chat? V's in the chat for Vanity Project. They're gonna lose first Miles and they're gonna lose the tag titles. Tavian's gonna get mad, blame Miles, and cost him this title. Trust me, trust and believe. Jackson Drake walking out North American champion.
All right, there you go. You heard it first from Carlos. So if it happens, you gotta give Carlos his flowers. All right, so we got 4 Miles Bourne and 1 Jackson Drake, and that is Carlos. All right, Big Mike, you're up.
I'm going with Jackson Drake. I mean, Jackson Drake is hot right now. He's been getting some wins and matches. I love how the Vanity Project rolls. They have great chemistry together ever since their time in Evolve. You can't forget Jackson Drake was the inaugural WWE Vault champion. He has championship material. I love Miles. I love him so much, but you got to remember, the Vanity Project has the numbers game. That's not going to help him. I mean, sure, Brad Baylor and Ricky Smoke will be ready for the tag title, but you got to remember, Michael Lockwood is the equalizer. Maybe Tavion will be there, but you got to remember in the end, the numbers game always goes. Remember how Birthright runs. They always have the numbers game. That's how Lexington King was able to retain his speed title many times. And that's why I think the numbers game won't matter at the end. So that's why I have Jackson Drake winning the North American title. And I cannot wait to talk about the next match because I already know who I think is going to win, in my opinion. So stay tuned for that.
All right. How do you even know which match I'm going to pick next?
I'm just talking about the tag team match.
Oh, okay, I got you. I'm just kidding, Big Mike. All right, so we got 4 for Miles Bourne, 2 for Jackson Drake. All right, Stampede, you're up. Jackson Drake versus Miles Bourne. Who do you have?
I've never been a fan of someone holding 2 titles in the same promotion, especially a promotion that only has 2 hours of airtime and they can't wrestle anywhere else. So I think Miles drops the title here, and Jackson Drake is your new champ.
Wow. People are starting to roll in with the Jackson Drakes. All right, thank you, Stampede. So we got 4 Miles Bourne and 3 Jackson Drake. Nitro, what do you have and why?
So I thought it was going to be the only outlier here and say the only Jackson Drake, but it seems like there's 3 other ones besides me. But yeah, I'm going to go with Jackson Drake, mostly just because the simple fact that, again, like I said, I haven't really watched much NXT, but as of lately, but what I've known of NXT as of lately is ever since Jackson Drake and Vanity Project had emerged and made their way onto not NXT but Evolve and then NXT, they had a really good run on Evolve, became champions, and they went on NXT, and so I just kind of figured that someone from Vanity Project would get a push. So, I'm going to Jackson Drake just because of the fact that it seems like the machine is behind Vanity Project. So that's why I'm going.
All right. 4-4. 4 Jackson Drake and 4 Miles Bourne. Kyle, it's like you get to break the tie, buddy. Jackson Drake versus Miles Bourne for the NXT North American Championship.
So I've thought about this for a while, like for a couple of days when this match was announced. It's been a while since this match was announced, but I was just thinking, like, I truly believe Miles Bourne should be by himself. I don't think he should be in a tag team whatsoever. I just feel like that's unnecessary. And they already did the match between Tavion Heights and Miles Bourne for the championship already, and he lost and it didn't really go anywhere, and he won the tag team titles, which was slightly surprising. But I don't know. I feel like Miles has been champion for a while now, and he has had a good reign. I just feel like I think they care about Jackson Drake. I think they want to see more Jackson Drake as someone to have a championship. So as much as I like Miles Bourne, and I think he's had a really good reign this year, I think I can see a possibility of seeing Jackson Drake win. So that's what I'm gonna say he's gonna win is Jackson Drake. But I don't know. But I'm leaning towards Jackson Drake for the reasons I just said. So give me him.
Wow. So we had 4 Miles Bourne to start it off, and then Carlos started the domino effect. It's crazy. So for me, I mean, everything you guys, everybody's made a really good valid point. The only thing I'm gonna say is that they're definitely telling a story with Miles Bourne, even though he's held this title for a while. They are telling a story with Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights. I do not think that Miles Bourne's dropping both titles. I do, in fact, think he is going to drop one of the titles he has, but I don't think it's going to be this one. So give me Mr. Stephanie Vacour himself, baby Randy Orton, Miles Bourne to retain against Jackson Drake. So that will be So give me Miles Bourne. So that's 5-5, which is one of the first few times on the show that I can remember on an opening match that we had a 5-5 split. So 5 for Miles Bourne and 5 for Jackson Drake. If you are keeping up Stampede, so we're even split. So we're gonna go men's and women's and men's and women's and then men's and women's. We're not just gonna go 3 men, 3 women. We're gonna split it up a little bit. All right, so this match was made official last night. Obviously, something I've talked about, I don't know, for about a month now on my Sunday show. They're finally going to have the trilogy. I love everything about this because I love what Natty's doing for NXT. She particularly picked Jada Parker out as somebody she saw all that potential in. So we're going to have Natty with Carmen Petrovic and the Women's Evolved champion Nikita Lyons in her corner, going up against Jada Parker with Thea Hill and her. She's going to be at ringside with Thea Hill. Is going to be at ringside with Jada Parker in a submission match. This is a trilogy, the third match of top 1-1. Sean, who do you have winning and why?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I got Jada Parker. We all know why Natty's there. She's there to elevate. It's 1-1. She's putting Jada over so she can elevate her even more. Like you said, she saw something in her a long time ago. Even when they had her on Busted Open. So she's not going to win this match. She's going to put Jada over and tap out.
All right. Thank you, Sean. So that's 1 for Jada Parker. Caleb, Natty versus Jada Parker in a submission match. Who do you have?
Her and Jay Uso together or not more? Not Jada and Jay.
What's that?
Are Jada and Jay Uso and Jada Parker still together?
I'm not. Are dating?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea about that.
I might go with Jada still.
I think so, but I'm not sure. Okay, Jada Parker.
Yep.
All right, so that's 2 for Jada Parker and 0 for Natty. Sorry, 0. All right, Miami. I know Jada's definitely one of your favorites in NXT. She's going up against a sure ballot Hall of Famer in Natty. I love what she's doing in NXT as well. In a submission match, who do you have?
Well, due to my contract of who I'm with, I cannot like Jada Parker no more. But I will put Jada Parker as the winner because I did hear that interview. She was saying that putting over saying that she's like a Jacob Fatu and stuff like that. I think Natty's going to take the loss here. It'll be really great to see. They need to put a
100%. I love how you worded that too, because like my girl's not listening, so I can be like, oh yeah, Stephanie McCoy, yeah, Jada Parker. She's at work, so you don't have to worry about it. But I get it, bro. I got you. All right, so 3 for Jada Parker, 0 for Natty. All right, Kingpin. Is this gonna be a sweep, or is anybody gonna give Natty a win?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Jada Parker on this one, unless Layla comes back and is the deciding factor. It's all Jada Parker.
That's a great point, Kingpin. Because like I said, I talked about this Sunday. I thought she was really supposed to be a part of this story, but I don't know how long she's going to be out. So that is a great point about Layla Diggs. But yeah, so 4 for Jada Parker. All right, Carlos, Jada Parker and Natty submission match. Think it'll be a banger. Who wins?
The new Mrs. J Uso with the win. That's how you do it, Caleb.
Oh my gosh, you guys are too much. I can't with you guys. The new Mrs. J Uso. Carlos, you're too much. I literally had a feeling that you were gonna say that. Honestly, I really did.
So would you say this is Natty's warning shot?
Pew pew. All right.
Yep, exactly. And she's gonna beat her. She's gonna beat her with the sleeper hold.
She might really beat her with the sleeper hold. That is true. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Jada, 0 for Natty. Big Mike, you're up next, brother.
I'm going with Jada Parker because listen, let's talk about what happened since this new era of NXT began in April. All the top stars, Fatal Influence, Sol Ruka, Ethan Page, Ricky Staines, as many more, all gone. Jada Parker was one of the few remaining members from that era of NXT that came before this era. She's trying to adapt into this new era. She loses to Callie Armstrong on May 5th. And then Natty starts calling her soft, and then a downward spiral happens. She starts targeting Jada, and Jada starts fighting back a little bit. She loses to Natty the first time, and then her career goes downhill a bit. But you know what she did? She got herself up, dust her stuff out, and got started over again. And she got back and finally realized who she really is. I think with Sia Held by her side, there's nothing has been even better for her. She's doing better than ever. She's over with the crowd. The fans love her. She doesn't need Natty. And I think Jada's going to tap Natty out, and she is going to end this feud once for all, I think. And here's the thing. I think Jada will watch the Women's North American and Women's Speed Title Unification match after, and whoever wins, whoever comes out, I think Jada Parker will target that winner for the North American title. So I have Jada winning.
All right. Thank you, Big Mike. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Jada Parker. All right, Stampede, you're up.
So they already did the Frolic Inside the Fence match last night, so I guess this will be the stipulation match of the evening. Natty, by the rundown here, is saddled with one of the worst professional wrestlers on the planet at ringside, and Nikita Lyons, so I don't think there's any way Jada Parker loses this.
No Nikita slander when EVP is here. He loves him.
I love who?
Nikita Lyons.
I mean, I don't dislike her. I mean, her and her mom both follow me on X and Instagram. So, like, that's about, I will say that, but that's about it.
Tell her mom to save up some money and send her to wrestling school.
Yeah, I think I'll let you do that, Stampede. I don't. She likes on my Instagram, but her mom does. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. All right, so we got Jada Parker, a lot to 0 for Natty. Nitro, Jada Parker, Natty. Who do you have?
So I feel like it made sense for Natty because the fact that she is usually like a submission legend, but at the same time, I see Jada Parker winning because I feel like it will benefit Jada Parker winning over Natty. I feel like that will make her more credible as a wrestler slash WWE superstar fighter, whatever. So yeah, I see Jada Parker being Natty because I feel like it'll add more credibility to her lineage.
All right. Thank you so much. Sean is back. Sean already predicted this match. Sean, you picked Jada, right? I think he did.
He did, yeah.
Okay. All right, Kyle. A lot to nothing for Natty. Jada Parker versus Natty. Who do you have?
Yeah, I'll say Jada Parker. She's to get some more victories under her belt. I think this feud needs to be done. I'm just not really interested in any anymore. It needs to be done and over with. So Jada for the win. And I'll be honest, I thought this was going to be some type of cage match of some sort too. I didn't much expected a submission match, but whatever. But I'm thinking Jada's winning here.
All right, so that's 9-0. I'm not gonna go against the grain here. Natty specifically came to NXT, as I mentioned before, not because she handpicked Jada. So Jada's gonna be a big deal, obviously, in the coming months and years on the main roster. I didn't really like the second match with Thea throwing the towel in, but I do think that Jada ultimately makes Natty tap or puts her to sleep, either way. So give me Jada Parker as well. So that is 10-0 for Jada Parker. So we're gonna move on to somebody microphone is cutting out. Oh, that's Carlos. You're fine. All right. So match number 3 is we're gonna go back to Stephanie Vacours, man. Match number 3 is for the NXT North American Tag Team Championship. We have Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights, who just won the title from Vanity Project a few weeks back. They are defending them again. Miles Bourne pulling double duty. Sean, Vanity Project versus Miles and Tavion. Who wins and why?
I kind of tease it, but I got a new project. I don't think Miles is retaining both. More, and I think he's going to lose this one and the end of them.
All right. Thank you, Sean. All right, Caleb. Miles and Tavion against Vanity Project for the tag titles. Who do you have?
I'll go with Mao and Tavion. Even I don't like Vanity Project, though. I'm gonna go with Mao and Tavion Heights.
All right. 1-1. Miami. I think you already predicted earlier, but let's hear it again and tell me why you think who's gonna win and why.
Who we on? Who we on? What match we on?
I'm sorry. Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights.
I had Miles Bourne. Oh, you talking about for tag team titles?
Yeah.
No. I got them losing this because I think this is where they'll split him and his tag partner. I think this is the title he will lose. So I got the other team winning against him. My bad.
Oh, you're good. I know you're probably working too. So, all right. So 2 for Vanity Project, 1 for Miles and Tavion, Tribal Kingpin, and that's the Tag Team Championship. Who do you have?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Miles and Tavion. I'm gonna go ahead and say that they stretch this out as long as they can, possibly till Stand and Deliver when they get their match.
Oh wow, all the way to Stand and Deliver.
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. All right, thank you, Kingpin. All right, so that's 2-2. Carlos, break this tie. Miles and Tavion versus Vanity Project.
Like I said earlier, this will be the first match. This will be the first match for Miles. They're gonna lose. B's in the chat for Vanity Project.
All right. So Carlos got Vanity Project walking away with all the gold at Heatwave. So that's 3-2 for Vanity Project. Big Mike, you are up next.
I'm going with the Vanity Project. I'll tell you why. I was very fucking pissed off when Vanity Project lost the title to Miles and Tavion. I was very disappointed. I felt like Miles and Tavion didn't need to win those tag titles. I only felt they did because Tavion needed to win gold. This was unnecessary. I was really hoping for OTM to be the ones to take the titles off the Vanity Project. Of course, that's not going to happen now since they're on the main roster. I was very disappointed that Miles and Tavion won the tag titles. I really wanted the Vanity Project to retain it. And I'm going with the Vanity Project. And with my pick of Jackson winning the North American title and with Vanity Project winning the tag titles back, that the tag that they should have never lost in the first place, mark my words, I think the Vanity Project is going to have the prophecy of gold and walk out with the biggest celebration they ever had. They're going to have a big celebration on Tuesday night at NXT. The Vanity Project, in my opinion, has filled the void of a big heel factor in the NXT that we've not seen since the days of the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Roger Strong will be very proud right now. The Vanity Project has filled that void that has been left for years since the Undisputed Era left NXT. So I'm going with Vanity Project, Miles. I'm going with Vanity Project winning everything. I'm going with Jackson Drake winning the North American title and Brad Bailey and Ricky Smokes winning back those tag titles that they should have never lost in the first place. Let's go, VP! Woo woo!
All right, we got some excitement here for Vanity Project. So for Vanity Project, and one for Miles and Tavion. Stampede, you are up.
All right. So, in a shocking turn of events, Miles Bourne tries to put on the Devil's Kiss to Ricky Smokes. He reverses that and pins Miles Bourne, and they become the new champions. So, Vanity Project.
I mean, truthfully, Stampede, can you? I'm just not even gonna comment on that. I'm just not. I'm gonna just leave that just completely out in the air for everybody else to think about. So yeah,
they could team up, him and Vakor, right, and go to AAA and go after those mixed titles, and they get like Devil's Kiss everybody. It would be cinema.
Well, Cody's challenging Alexis King on the pre-show for the Speed title. So
Cody was visiting the Marvel Studios. I see.
Yeah,
I bet you he gets the role of the Sandman because he fucking puts everyone to sleep already. So he's
auditioning for a new movie. But I was just joking because he said he needed to go challenge Lexus for the Speed title, so I'm just giving you shit on that. But he is auditioning for a new movie though. Yeah, in LA.
Him and Lexus King, man, that would feed families for years.
Oh my God.
Do that up.
Jesus. All right. Let's see. So we lost Sean. All right, Nitro. Tag titles: Miles and Tavion versus Vanity Project. Who do you have?
All right, so like I said multiple times during the show, I haven't watched NXT recently, so I didn't actually know Vanity Project was basically on his card twice. I knew Miles Bourne was because on the episode that Zilla debuted on, they mentioned that Miles was going to possibly pull double on Heatwave if he won or lost a match or whatever. But so I knew at least Miles Bourne was going to pull double. I didn't know Vanity Project was. I definitely see Vanity Project coming out and just walking away with the clean sweep. I feel like just like how SmackDown did it with the with Fallon Hendry in the JT Jane stable. That women's stable with JT Jane. Just like how they went from NXT and dominated and now dominating the SmackDown roster early on. I feel like they're going to do the same thing down in NXT with Vanity Project.
All right, so you're going with Vanity Project, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So everybody taking Vanity Project except for Caleb. All right, Kyle. Miles and Tavion versus Vanity Project. Who do you have?
I say Van Projects win and they'll have all the gold. I just feel like they need. I think all three of them need a lot of momentum. I know that Miles Bourne is still, like I said before. I think Miles has been a great North American champion. Maybe the plan is for Miles and Tavion to feud with each other for that championship, but they already kind of been there, done that in a way, even though they were both baby faces. But I think they can feud against each other without the championship involved, or I could see a triple threat situation if Drake wins it, and then that will lead to the eventual heel turn from Tavion. So I think Vader Projects are going to walk out with all the gold. So that's what I think.
All right. So of all the Vanity projects, and only one from Miles and Tavion. So for me,
I got Miles too.
Okay, so two. I'm sorry, Kingpin. So two for Miles and Tavion. So for me, I haven't seen the match card. I know that the men's is going to main event. I'm assuming that Kendall and Kalani will co-main event. I'm just assuming. So I don't know where Miles's matches are on the card, but I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I believe that Tavion Heights is going to turn on Miles Bourne at NXT Heatwave. And I ultimately believe that Tavion Heights is eventually going to be the one to take that title off of Miles Bourne, because he has held the title for a while. So I do believe that Miles and Tavion lose, which ultimately leads to Tavion turning on Miles, whether it happens at Heatwave or on the next NXT program. Tavion is definitely turning on Miles, and we're going to set up the Miles Tavion feud after Heatwave. But give me Vanity Project for this one. I don't think Miles loses both belts, but I do believe he drops the tag team championships, and then possibly down the road the next PLE to losing the NXT North American Championship to Tavion. So give me Vanity Project, even though I'm not the biggest fan of them. I think they're great in the ring, but I'm going to go for this one as well. So that was 8 for Vanity Project and 2 for Miles and Tavion, and with a Tavion heel turn coming in the works for Tavion and Miles. So we're going to move to match number 4, guys. We're trucking right along. This match is wild. So finally they listened about the Speed Championship. I think they need to do this with the men's as well. They are going to combine. It's going to be a unification match for the WWE Women's NXT Speed Championship and also the WWE NXT North American Championship. Last night we saw Too Cool, Kelly Armstrong qualify for this match. Zarya versus Kelly Armstrong versus Ren Sinclair in a unification match. The winner gets both titles. Sean, who do you have winning and why?
I got Zarya. It's too early for her to not be a champion. She's the next person to run roughshod through this division. And yeah, so Zarya's gonna keep on keeping on, and she's unifying these belts, and she's gonna be a monster in the process.
All right. Thank you, Sean. That's one for Zarya. So the order kind of shifted up. So we're going to go to Carlos next. Carlos, Zarya, Ren Sinclair, or Kelly Armstrong? Who do you have?
I'm going Kelly Armstrong. I think Zarya moves up to the NXT title picture.
Oh, wow. I mean, yeah, it's possible. So Kelly Armstrong is going to get some gold. All right, so that's 1-1. Kelly 1, Zarya 1. Tribal Kingpin, you're up next. Who do you have? Why?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Kelly Armstrong. If you guys watched the other night, she put on a show. I'm gonna go ahead and say she walks out with the gold.
All right, you guys are killing it. All right, Caleb, that's 2 for Callie, 1 for Zarya, 0 for Mrs. Ring QCC, Ren Sinclair. Zarya versus Kelly Armstrong versus Ren Sinclair in a unification match. Who do you have? Caleb.
I'm going to go with Kelly Armstrong as well.
All right. So 3 Kelly Armstrongs, 1 Zarya, and 0 for Ren Sinclair. Poor Ren. I love that dance she does, but it's just doesn't look like it's going to be enough. All right, Miami. Kelly Armstrong versus Zarya versus Ren Sinclair. Unification match or both titles. Who do you have?
This match here, at first I was gonna go Armstrong because the news that came from Bianca, I feel like they're gonna probably push her real soon, but I think it'll be Zarya. I think she will win. I think she'll take the title.
Yeah, that's a great point about Bianca. She is going through a lot of carpal tunnel as well as a lot of other things. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We all pray for her and hope that she does return, but it definitely isn't looking so bleak right now. But hopefully it gets better. You never know, things can turn around. But I agree with you, Callie was big and evolved. Her and Kendall had some great matches, so Callie's got to probably feature. She's gonna be a mega star. But thank you, guys, Zarya. So 3 Callie's and 2 Zaryas. Big Mike, who do you have?
I'm going with Callie Armstrong to shock the world because look how she has done ever since coming in April. She's made some statements. She beat Jada Parker, got a couple wins, and then pinned both the women's speed and women's North American champion in back-to-back matches. So I think she's going to shock the world and walk out with both titles, in my opinion. Callie Armstrong should not be forgotten. After all, she is the inaugural Evolved Women's Champion. And then after she lost to Kendall Gray, she kind of felt like an afterthought for a while. Everyone was talking about Kendall Gray for a bit, but people should not forget she was the first ever Evolved Women's Champion. And I think Callie Armstrong is going to shock the world. And who knows, maybe after Jada Parker's done with now, we can finally get Zarya, if we can finally get Callie versus Jada too, this time for the title. And I think Zarya might move up to the NXT women's title scene. So I'm going with Callie Armstrong for the win. Shock the world, baby.
All right, yeah, you posted your picks in the chat earlier, so I thought maybe you would change your mind, but it's okay. I like Callie as well. Maybe not to win, but I do like her. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. Callie and 2 Zarya, 4 Ren Sinclair. All right, Stampede. Are you got that Ren a bone, or are you going with Zarya or Callie Armstrong?
Well, I don't think they see Ren in that light, so I don't think it'll be her winning. I think like Callie Armstrong has a lot of potential, but she's still pretty Kermit. She's still pretty green. So I don't think they put it on her yet. So I'm going to go with Zarya to retain. She's had a good run. She's solid in the ring. She's lots of experience. Character's on point. So let her run with this for a little while yet. She's doing a great job.
100%. I love how you said Kermit. So that's 4. That's 4 for Callie, 3 for Zarya. 0 for Mrs. Ren QCC, Ren Sinclair. She's just going to keep doing that dance all the way to the back. Nitro. Triple threat for the Unification North American Women's Championship in North America and the Women's Speed Championship. Thank God to get rid of it. Who do you have?
Who's the current 2 champions in the match?
Ren Sinclair is the Speed Champion, and Zarya is the Women's North American Champion.
I see Zarya winning, because 1, she's the North American champion, so I see her retaining that belt, and 2, I just see whoever holds the speed belt is just gonna go down to the mid card or lower mid card. Just mostly it's because of the fact that the speed belt just kind of just means nothing, in my opinion. And I might be wrong, but I don't think Zarya's gonna be card up soon, but like maybe next year Zarya's gonna get card up. I might be wrong, but yeah, I see Zarya winning.
You're not wrong. She's definitely knocking on the door. So we'll see when it happens. But she's gonna be. She definitely called up by this time next year, 100%. So all right. So that is another Zarya. I believe it's 4 to 5 to 3. Callie, I believe. All right, Kyle. Callie Armstrong, Zarya, or Ren Sinclair?
So, CJ, you and me talked about this. I don't like the fact that they included the speed championship. I just think it's completely unnecessary that they wanted to be. They want Zarya to be exactly like Soruka. I think that's pretty sad and pretty lame and dumb. But I'm gonna say Callie Armstrong is to win here because I just feel like they. I don't know. I feel like Callie needs that needs something. I don't think she's gonna be uh in the NXT picture right now. I see Zarya going after the NXT championship soon. I think that's the next progression. I know she just recently became the North American champion, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't want a copycat of Soruka. That was the whole point of her turning on Soul in the first place. So I'm picking Callie Armstrong to walk out with both championships.
Right. Thank you, Callie Armstrong. All right, so I have 3 points. Number one, this is WWE. They never seem to get away from the same pattern. Callie Armstrong pinned Zarya last night. So what does that tell you? She's not probably going to win. So point number two, and Kyle already mentioned it. We talk about a lot on Wednesdays. WWE is really trying to pattern Sol Zarya after Sol Ruka. The last female to actually hold the Women's North American Championship and the Women's Speed Championship is none other than Sol Ruka. So that's point number two. Point number three is, you guys may think I'm crazy, but I think on down the line, maybe not Sunday, but in the next few months, I believe that Ren Sinclair is going to turn on Kendall Gray, which is going to ultimately win. I'm not going to give my prediction away, but it'll ultimately end up in a match with Ren and Kendall. It's so foreshadowed to me down the line. NXT doesn't do as good a job as WWE with their foreshadow, with their holding stuff back. Give me Zarya. I do believe that she's on the top of the list of one of the few people that are going to get caught up within the next year or so, but I still think that she has a lot left to do in NXT, and that's a dominant NXT North American Championship reign, and hopefully eventually the NXT Women's Championship, with something Sol Ruka did not do. But give me Zarya to retain. I don't think Callie gets 2 pinfalls in the same week. Callie's still green, as Stampede stated. She's going to win plenty of titles, but I do not believe it will be in Edinburgh, Texas, Sunday. So give me Zarya to win both titles. Something Sol Ruka did. So I believe it was 6-4. Callie to Zarya. Poor Ren. You got to do a dance for her when the show's over. All right. So we got the 2 main events. I'm going men to women. So I know that the men's match is main event. I do know that for sure. So we are going to start with the main event. Then we'll go to Kendall and Kalani last. It's going to be the champion, Tony D'Angelo, defending the title against Grayson Waller, against Cruz Montana, and the newly acquired to NXT, the Nympho baby himself, Zilla Fatu. Sean, who do you have and why?
I got Tony D'Angelo, and forever, any match she's in, I'm picking Tony D'Angelo. I think that Grayson Waller and Cruz Montana cancel each other out. They've already kind of foreshadowed that rivalry, and I think that it's way too quick for Zilla, and I'm not sure how long he's even going to be in NXT, if I'm being honest. So by process of elimination, give me Tony D'Angelo, and that's my guy. So I was picking him regardless.
Nice. Tony D to retain. That's a bold pick. You may be on an island there, but I like when you stand with your people, so I respect it. All right, Carlos, the Nympho baby versus Cruz Montana versus Grayson Waller versus Tony D. Who do you have?
First of all, I want to give a shout out to Tony D. I think he's been a great champion. I think that he gets a lot of flack because the men's roster is not being strong. but I think he really he leveled up and he stood up and came at a time where they needed somebody. I think he's been a fine champion. I think he's been a great NXT champion. With that said, though, I'm taking Grayson Waller. What are we even doing here if Grayson Waller doesn't win this match? That's my opinion.
All right, one Grayson Waller, one Tony D'Angelo. All right, I don't even have to ask because it's on his profile picture, but I'm gonna ask anyway because it is a prediction show. And this is what we do here. Tribal Kingpin. He has Zilla Fatu on his profile picture. So, who do you have and why?
Hello. Because he's not just a nympho baby, bloodline baby. He's none of that. He's the main one. I'm going with Zilla Fatu. If you didn't know, now you know.
I had a feeling you were gonna go to Zilla. But yeah, I get it. I mean, I get it. 1-1-1. Caleb. Zilla Fatu, Grayson Waller, Cruz Montana, or Tony D'Angelo. A fatal four-way for the men's NXT Championship. Who do you have and why?
I got Cruz Montana. She won my favorite from TNF, so I have to go with Cruz right there. And yeah, I think he's gonna win this match this coming Sunday. So watch out for Cruz Montana win that NXT title.
Wow, I like it. 4 people and 4 different picks. I'm loving this. Maybe we get this in the last match as well. So 1 for Cruz, 1 for Tony D, 1 for the Nympho baby Zilla, and 1 for Grayson Waller. Miami the Great, you are up next to break the tie. Who do you have and why?
This one is kind of a hard one for me. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna lie. I would think Mike said Santa would win. I know Zilla won't win. If Tony loses, I think they'll call him up because they keep saying he's the only Grand Slam champion. It seems like they're high on him. It's nothing else for him to do on NXT. So if he does drop it, if he doesn't retain, I got him getting caught up. He might lose to Mike Santana, man. I think Grayson Waller and Zilla Fatu will cancel each other out because I think they will continue a feud on their own. And like y'all guys said, Zilla will get caught up, later on down the line. Hopefully, I want him to win the title because he'll be the first one in the family to win one for NXT, for the NXT main title. But if not, I mean, hey, it is what it is because we all know what's going on with the bloodline. But give me on Mike Santana.
All right. Well, he would Miami. He would actually join Solo Sikoa. I believe Solo Sikoa did win the NXT.
Solo's only the North American champion.
Well, Solo only won the North American. So
okay, perfect.
That's why I say he'll be the first one. I thought so. Yeah, I thought the same thing too. Cause I was like, well, Solo was down there for a while.
Yeah.
He won the North American one. I had to think about it too. So yeah, you'll get confused because you're like, oh, damn, no, it was just the North American.
That's my apology then, because I definitely thought.
No, I thought the same thing too, man. So don't beat yourself up. I had to think about it. We got the encyclopedia in here now, so we got to be on the A game now. Don't embarrass us now.
The mayor of Canada is ready to pounce on me for that take right there. All right, so you're going with Tony D.
Yeah. I think if he doesn't retain, they got to be calling him up. So yeah, give me Tony D.
Okay. All right. Instead of Cruz Montana, I got you. All right. Perfect. Thanks, Miami. All right, Big Mike. Who do you have and why?
I'm going with Zilla Fatu because you got someone given to you on a silver platter, person who has over millions of views on social media for a debut, a star who made his own path on industry instead of being handed a WWE contract like his family, despite having ties to the Anoa'i family, he chose to carve his own path and make his name on the indies in just 2 years. And he should prove all the naysayers wrong. I think he wants to prove everyone he's not a Nepo baby. He's like the next big thing in NXT. I don't care if he's going to be short or long in NXT. I think they're going to capitalize on this by giving Zilla the NXT title. So I'm going with Zilla. But if I have to choose anyone else than Zilla, I would pick Grayson Waller because this would be great for him. He needs this more than anyone else. he needs to prove who he was and what he was in NXT. I think this might be a chance for him to win his first singles title in WWE. But other than that, I have Zilla Fatu winning. But keep an eye out on Grayson though. But for me, it's Zilla.
All right, thank you, Big Mike. Can anybody tell me? Because obviously, I only started keeping up with Zilla when he was in HO House of Glory. Is Zilla from Texas? Does anybody know that?
Yes. He's also as green as Kelly Armstrong. So all you guys who want to give it to Kelly, they're giving him a crazy.
Okay, yeah, I didn't. I thought he was from Texas, but I wasn't for sure. All right, thank you, Big Mike. Texas might not be happy after Sunday. So Stampede, Cruz Montana, Tony D'Angelo, Grayson Waller, and Zilla Fatu for the NXT Championship, which will main event Heatwave. Who do you have?
One of my favorite movies of all time is Say Anything, John Cusack. And there was a line in that movie. I gave her my heart, and she gave me a pen. And I'm going to apply it here. I gave them my name, and they gave me a title. So I'm going with Cruz Montana, because he sure as fuck gave them his name. So here's your consolation prize for that. Cruz Montana is your new champion.
All right. I like it. A lot of mixed picks in here. I like that. So I believe we have 2 Cruz Montanas, a couple of Tony D's, and I believe we have 3, 1 Grayson Waller and 3 Tony D's or 2 Tony D's. Hell, I don't know. I can't keep up with this shit. All right, we just have I think it's pretty split. Honestly.
I got them all here. My secretary is looking after it for us, so we're good.
I know you did, Stampede.
No, it's not me. It's my secretary, Agnes.
Okay. Well,
right.
Agnes is on it then. Thank you, Agnes. All right, Nitro. I know who you're picking, but let's hear it, buddy.
See, I only see one Samoan in the entire photo, so obviously it's going to be the main one. I feel like with the acquisition of acquiring of Zilla Fatu, I feel like they're just going to want to put a strap, put a title, put a belt, put a championship on him as soon as possible. One, he looks amazing with the belt, and 2, it just makes sense. Plus, I don't see him being in NXT that long. Again, a lot of people are speculating, and I'm going to speculate too. The soonest I see him being called up at the to the roster is like Survivor Series or like around like the ending of this year. But I definitely see him being called up to the main roster sometime next year, if not late this year. Again, I don't see him being part of NXT that long. Again, I might be wrong. Maybe he does lose, and then maybe he challenges again, or he has a feud with someone else, or he goes after the NXT North American title. He could do that as well. But I don't know. I see Zilla winning. That's my bet. I feel like he's a hot commodity at this moment, and WWE loves the Bloodline members, and they love the Fatus and stuff. So I could definitely see them putting a belt on him.
I mean, you probably
title.
They definitely
title, belt, championship, gimmick, MacGuffin, whatever you want to call it, same damn thing. Plot device.
Do they like? Does the WWE like the Bloodline? That should be a whole. I could do a whole show on that.
Hey, Stampede.
I'm sure they do. How much money?
Man, put Stampede if it's the man backstage, boy, we'll all be in trouble.
How much money has the Bloodline generated WWE over the last 6 years?
A lot of money.
I think they love the Bloodline.
Yeah, they
$64. They've generated $64.
They made enough to be able to play him.
Not as much as Cody Rhodes.
They made enough to be able to play in my fantasy football league. So they should send me the 25, and the Bloodline should enter my fantasy football league. So they definitely
wristwatches.
All right, Kyle. Fatal four way, Zilla Batu, Tony D, Grayson Waller, and Cruz Montana. Who do you have winning and why?
Grayson Waller, you can't bring this guy back when what he did, and then you had him cut that promo and saying he's gonna, he thinks the men talent is soft and that the women have been carrying the show, which is true. So I just felt like because they have him show back up on the show, Grayson Waller is gonna win, and I see both Cruz and Zilla chasing after him. Maybe they'll face each other in order to see who would be the number one contender to face Waller in the future. So I see that down the line. I think Zillow probably even could go after the North American Championship to be his first title because I also see that as well. But ultimately, the end goal here, you bring Grayson Waller back to NXT. You have him cut that promo when he in his first in his return back to that show. I think Waller's winning that championship for
Thank
sure.
you, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle.
All right. So, hot take, Stampede. I'm going to use one of your hot takes. So, Zilla Batu, he generated a lot of views. He's awesome. I think he's great. I've watched a lot of his matches in House of Glory. He's phenomenal. But he's also somebody that WWE and NXT brought in for that specific reason, to get social media views, to get clicks, because the Bloodline is running WWE basically right now. They're making them the most money. They're just that train. They're going to run that train until those wheels completely pop. But, and I have to dip into Raw last night. We saw OTM. We saw Royce Keys. So what does that tell me? What that tells me is Zilla Batu is not going to be in NXT very long, and I would be surprised if he's in NXT past November. I believe he's in Survivor Series, and I believe he's a part of Survivor Series because it's a lot of stuff is about to happen with this whole Royce Keys and OTM, the Bloodline. Zilla Batu is going to be inserted into that in some form or fashion on one side, probably on Romans, to be truthful, because I think Jacob's going to the other side. I think the leader, actually, of Royce is good. Because Royce Keys, let's face it, I love Royce, but he's not the leader. Give me a break. Let's not be real here. So, Grayson Waller, he's been phenomenal on the mic. He's funny as hell. I like him, but they were never really gonna do too much with him on the main roster. I think Grayson Waller wins here. I think he wins the title because why else would they bring him down there? And plus he's done really well, like with the crowd. He's got mega heel heat with the crowd. I think Grayson Waller wins the title. It's really gonna set off a lot more heel heat on him moving forward in NXT. Because he's not going back to the main roster. Zilla is going to be up by Survivor Series. So it doesn't make any sense for Zilla to win the title and drop it in a month or two. So give me Grayson Waller. I think he's the hottest person. I love Cruz, but he's going to win.
Let's go. Grayson will be a great heel for Cruz to chase after. He's going to make fun of him having to change his name and everything.
Exactly.
It's going to erase itself.
Exactly. So, like I said, if I thought Zilla was sticking around for a long time, I would pick Zilla. But I know for almost 100% fact he's not. I believe he's in War Games in November. So there's that. So Grayson Waller is my pick to win the NXT Championship, and deservedly so because he put in a lot of time on the main roster. So, all right. So we're going to go to the main event of this show, not of Heatwave. It's going to be a banger, though. In my opinion, probably the best match on the card. The champion, Kendall Gray, going up against the challenger. The first time she challenged for the NXT Women's Championship, Kalani Jordan. Sean, start us off. Kalani Jordan versus Kendall Gray. Who do you have winning and why?
I have Kalani Jordan. I'll be on an island. I don't care. Kendall Gray's an idiot. You don't call out the greatest women's champion of all time like the moron you are, and then win the belt. She's gonna drop it. Kalani Jordan's gonna put her in her place and let her know, like, hey, you're still young, kid. You got some work to do yet. So give me Kalani Jordan.
All right. Sean taking some shots at Kendall Gray. All right. So Kalani Jordan 1 and Kendall Gray 0. Carlos, Kendall Gray, Kalani Jordan. Who do you have and why?
Kalani Jordan's a bigger dropper than her fiance. Kendall Gray for the win.
You got Kendall Gray.
Yep. Kalani's not meant to be NXT Women's Champion. She's a good hand, but
All right. 1-1. Tribal Kingpin, Kalani and Kendall. Who do you have?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Kalani Jordan. I like her grownish journey that she's been on. She reminds me of, if you guys seen A Different World before. I just want to say that she's been on the road to this for a long time, and I think she deserves it. So just put the belt on her.
All right. She's calling her nickname's a standout, right? Kalani? Is that what she's calling herself, a standout?
Oh
She
yeah,
said
she's definitely slept on the roster.
Okay. Yeah, she said that Tuesday, I think. I thought she said her nickname was standout. All right, so that's 2 for Kalani and 1 for Kendall Gray. Caleb, who are you going with and why?
I go with Kalani because I think Sinclair gonna turn on Kendall and he's gonna help Kalani win that title. So I think it's gonna be a turn here by Sinclair and Kalani win that match.
Wow. Caleb stepping up in the paint. Ren Sinclair turns on Kendall Gray. I mean, I said it earlier. I don't know how soon it's going to happen, but it's on. It's definitely going to happen at some point. But
I really thought I was gonna be on more of an island than this.
no, you're not. I don't. Well, I don't know. We'll see what everybody else has to say. But great observation. Great pick, Caleb. I'm not sure if it happens then, but it could. I think it's happening. I just don't know when. All right, so that's three for Kalani Jordan, 1 for Kendall Gray. Miami, you're up next.
Give me Kalani Jordan too, because I feel like she is doing great. I do agree with everyone on the panel of how her journey is, especially what she did at TNA when she was the Knockouts champion. So I really want her to win, but if she doesn't, call her up to the main roster. I think it's time for because I mean I want her to win this NXT title, but if they don't give it to her, then call her up. That's the only reason why. And another reason too, I have been picking out because I did watch NXT. They keep talking about Gray's ear injury, so I don't know if that will play in a factor of this Sunday. So that's what's making me think maybe that will do something, and maybe that's how she still lose the title. Maybe they'll use the ear thing that might make her look weak, and that's how she will lose it. That's why James will get it. That's just my thought process. I don't know. It could go different.
All right, I like it. I like the irritate 100%. I definitely like that take 100%. All right, 4 Kalani's, 1 Kendall Gray, which is just crazy to me because I feel like Kendall Gray is definitely the best women's wrestler on the NXT roster. But I love everybody's points. So, Big Mike, you're up next.
I'm going with Kendall Gray. It's too soon for her to drop the title. I know she has this injury here, but I think she can battle through the pain. I mean, she's very tough. She's the best bell-to-bell female wrestler in WWE, not named Io Sky. She's very talented and is a future WrestleMania main eventer. I just don't see them having her drop the title this soon. I still think she's going to have a long reign until next year, Stand and Deliver. I just don't see Kendall Gray losing this title. I mean, they've been building her up for ever since the start of the year. I mean, she's a former Evolve Women's Champion. She is a rising star. She's a former amateur wrestler. She's been Dave Meltzer, of course. Meltzer likes her, and I think this is not the time to have her drop the title. But if Kalani were to win, I think she just hold it for like a month and then Kendall wins it back. But I don't see that happening. I have Kendall Gray retaining the title and the discussion. I don't see WWE ending this reign sooner. So I have Kendall winning.
All right. So that's 4 for Kalani, 2 for Kendall Gray. Stampede. Kendall Gray, Kalani Jordan. Definitely. What do you think? Best match of the night and who wins?
My goodness, how quickly people move on. I remember not long ago, oh, put the title on Kendall. Kendall's great. But give her a good long run with this dominant run, and people are just ready to move on. Right? Kendall is a special talent. She is my highest ranked women's wrestler in WWE on my top 100. She's at 31st, which is an incredible feat considering she's still in NXT. Like, that's incredible. This will only be her third defense, so I don't see her losing. To speak on Miami's point, I don't think Kalani getting demoted to the main roster would serve her well at this stage. Let her stay where she's at. She's doing well. She can circle back around at some point. But Kendall should retain at this on Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Stampede. So that's 4 Kalani and 3 Kendall. I knew this one was going to be close. Nitro, Kalani Jordan, Kendall Gray. Who do you have and why?
I'm gonna go with Kendall retaining for the dumbest reason ever, and that reason is the fact that Kendall recently got like a custom version of the title. I think that apparently she painted, but I don't think she actually painted. I might be wrong, but yeah, I don't know, because she has a custom version of the title. I feel like she's gonna retain.
All right. Well, Trick put them feathers on that U.S. title. We'll kind of see how that worked out for him, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Good point though. Was she painted? Didn't she paint it herself or something on Twitter or something? I saw maybe. But yeah, good point. So that's 5 for Kendall and 3 for Kalani.
At least she didn't put barbed wire on it like Raquel did in a promotion that does not use barbed wire.
Oh my God, what are they doing?
Like, what are you doing, man? You don't do that there.
What are they doing? Like, for real. All right, Kyle, I know this is something we're going to talk about here in about 40 plus minutes or so on Queens of WWE. I know Kendall is also one of definitely my top 3 favorite in the women's division. Probably top 2, honestly, behind Charlotte or Charlotte, Kendall, JC in that order, somewhere in there. So Kendall Gray, Kalani Jordan, women's championship. Do we get a new champion or does Kendall's reign continue?
Yeah, this match is hard for me. I'm very conflicted because I'm a fan of both. And even if she did have the air injury or not, I still would have been conflicted because it could go legitimately either way, whether she had an air infection or not. But I just feel like, hey, this is hard. The fact that that Kalani openly has been saying that she's never gotten an opportunity at the NXT Women's Championship. This is her first opportunity at that championship, and she's been, doing great work as a heel. I can see her winning the championship and having a lengthy reign, or a good reign, and probably Kendall can win it back. But I can see Kendall retaining and Kalani end up having a fit, and they may do some type of rematch of some sort if Kendall retains. So I think for my official pick, I'm not confident because I have no idea. I'm going to say Kendall retains, and somehow, some way, Kalani's going to have a fit and demand a rematch because something may end up going wrong, and she may feel like she got screwed over or something. So, and they may do a rematch. But officially, I'll say Kendall retains, but I'm not confident in that choice. But we'll see.
All right, so Kendall Gray is by far my favorite women's wrestler on NXT, and she's right up there with Charlotte and JC on all the way around, just on the WWE side. Um, you know, I have to piggyback off a little bit of what Miami said, and also Caleb kind of threw a nugget out there for me. I don't know if Ren turns tomorrow, but I definitely think it's coming eventually. They never keep the best friends, or can they coexist? Eventually, she's gonna turn on Kendall. So they are playing this ear thing up a lot. They really are playing this up a lot. There's been so many different segments about this ear. Kalani, like Kyle said, has mentioned a lot that this is her first shot at the NXT Women's Championship. I also agree with Miami. I don't know how much more they can do with Kalani on the NXT roster. I mean, she has won the NXT North American Championship in her first shot at it. She was the former TNA Women's Knockout Champion. I agree with Stampede too, to an extent, because I do not like this rushing up to the main roster. You see how they've kind of done with Sol Ruka. I think Kalani wins here. I'm a huge Kendall fan, but I do think that they're going to use this ear as something to maybe keep Kendall off of TV for a month or two. Maybe there is something wrong with her ear. I don't know. But I'm going to say they're going to reward Kalani, give her that Women's NXT Championship. Do I think she holds the title longer than 3 months? Absolutely not. Kendall's going to win the title back and then eventually hold it to Stand and Deliver, because pray to God they do not call her up before the end of the year. Please don't, WWE. You give me Kalani Jordan. I think she pulls off. Upset, sort of, maybe. But definitely going to be the match of the night for me. I love both women. Both are phenomenal. Give me Kalani because I want her to get her shot at that NXT Championship. I don't think she has a long reign. Like I said, Kendall can win it back when she comes off. But I do agree. Miami's point really struck the ear thing. They have been playing it up very, very, very high. So give me Kalani to win due to something to do with the ear. Something, maybe Ren Sinclair throws the towel in. That could possibly happen. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. I did say Tyree Tallenberg was showing up at Saturday Night Main Event, which was just a crazy guess, and he showed up. So maybe Ren does throw the towel in. I don't know what they do. But I think Kalani wins, and then Kendall wins the title back when she comes back on TV, maybe at the next PLE, or no longer than 2 or 3 months. So give me Kalani to win the NXT Women's Championship. So, but that is it, guys. An hour and 22 minutes. We absolutely killed it. Shout out to the 146 people that have tuned in to the NXT Heatwave prediction show. Again, we will be live next Wednesday at the same time, same place, for the Sunday night main event prediction show. We will have 1 or 2 different people on there, and they will be back up. So obviously, in case these people are not able to make it, shout out to DJ Khaled. That's some family stuff. He did message me. So yeah, thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. We are live on my YouTube channel. If you are watching live on YouTube, I did not get any comments, which is the first stream in a while. If you guys do go back and watch the stream, leave your comments. Tell me who you think is going to win these matches. I always respond to comments. I always looking to interact with the people that follow this channel. We're also live on my X page and DWE Television X page. Make sure you follow DWE Television on X and the DWE Family Media page as well on X. So I just want to tell you guys, I'm not going to go into it tonight. I talked to a few of you backstage. I'm going to save this for my own personal stream. But tonight been really great for me. I've had a terrible 2 days. Not like I said, I'm not going to go into it. I'm going to try to stay focused here. The people that know, but eventually everybody will. But I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's definitely been an escape for me over the past 48 hours. So thank you all for that, for sure. So I'm going to go one by one and let you guys tell everybody on the YouTube or the Twitter community where they can find you on X, YouTube, Twitch, whatever you got, and what you have coming up next. I'm going to start at the bottom with Sean. Thank you again so much for coming on, buddy. I'll see you in fantasy football draft Sunday, and also I'll see you next Wednesday for Sunday night main event. Tell everybody where they can find you and what you got coming up next.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here. I'm there. I'm on Twitter mostly. I'm just, I do a reaction space to Raw with Carlos, a reaction space to AEW with Carlos, and then I have a show on Tuesdays where we basically just bullshit about whatever wrestling topics coming up. So, yeah, I'll be on X.
All right, thank you, Sean. Like I said, I will see you Sunday in the last 9 yards fantasy football draft, and I'll see you next Wednesday for Sunday night main event prediction show. Thank you so much for being a good friend, and for showing up to all these prediction shows. I appreciate it. All right, next up is the man. I gave him a really great introduction at the beginning. Looks like I'll be playing some fantasy football with him as well. If the league can fill up, we only need about 5 more people. So you got to sign up. It's a fun eliminator fantasy football league. Carlos is going to be playing, so looking forward to that. One of the best human beings alive. I know. I definitely am going to have a conversation with him at some point because there's a lot of things I need to get off my chest about things, and he's a great listener. So thank you, Carlos, for what you do for the community and for coming on and sharing your thoughts each and every time I have a prediction show when I know that WWE has been kind of in the mud over the last few months. So thank you for that. Tell everybody about yourself, what you got coming up, and yeah, take the floor, buddy.
Thanks again. Appreciate you. Yeah, my DMs are always open too. Definitely anytime you need me. I'll be on later tonight for the Wednesday Night Chaos with Sean. Caleb's usually there. Sam Peach will be there as well. Every Monday, Wednesday. Sean will be coming for me next Monday as I will still be in England. But yeah, so I'm still part of the Wrestle Collective. I follow WC Worldwide. We do show on Thursday nights, Wrestle Collective Weekly. We do Queens Road twice a month. That's more where I'm at. Again, love to give women's wrestling its flowers. We need to be advocates for the women always. Also, I see CLO77 at Conquer the No, Rainbow Goodness _ on Instagram. But yeah, again, be positivity in this world. Like I love the Dolly Parton quote again, rest in peace. If you see someone who needs a smile, give them yours. That's what I believe in life. Show people kindness, show them empathy, treat people how you want to be treated. But yeah, I'll be on. And then also, I do various things with other people throughout the week as well. I'm always down to collab. But yeah, appreciate being here. Looking forward to this weekend. And again, enjoy your wrestling, guys. There's a lot out there. Control who you let be a part of your IWC. You can always keep it positive.
Thank you, Carlos. And I'll also see you next Wednesday for Sunday night's main event. And hopefully, if we can get the fantasy football league filled, then I will see you at the draft.
I won't be there Wednesday. I hope you have me down as no, because I'm gonna be traveling home from England that day.
Oh, you won't. Okay, you're not gonna be at the segment. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't think I wasn't looking at the list. I just assumed.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You messaged me and told me that. But thank you again. I definitely see it the next one for sure. Thank you. All right, next up, Tribal Kingpin, become a big fixture in the community now. One of my really good friends. Tell everybody about yourself and where they can find you and what you have coming up.
Oh yeah, as you guys know, I'm a big Zilla fan. Fan of the Bloodline, big Julia fan. Support Julia, guys. She needs that push right now. Also, make sure if you guys are signed up for the fantasy league, thank you. Well, we're getting ready soon. It's going to start Sunday. We got one on Monday, too, as well. The DWE one still needs a few more people to sign up. So if you are interested, hit me or me up.
Yes, 100%. Thank you, Kingpin. And that DWE league is free. So we need 4 people. So if you guys are interested in that, it's only an 8-person league. So definitely get signed up for that so we can have some fun in the DWE league. Thank you, Kingpin. Thank you for all your help with fantasy as well. All right, next up is Caleb. Tell everybody where they can find you and what you have coming up next, buddy.
You can find me at Caleb, Caleb, and I do a sports show with my friend Vinny, Showtime and Kobe, and we do sports talk, MLB, NFL, sports talk, and then I also do the Raw reaction and AEW reaction with Carlos and Sean.
All right.
When's your show, Caleb? When's your show with those guys?
In a bit, in like 2 hours.
Tonight, right? There you go.
Thank you, Caleb. I'm sure I'll see you next week as well on Wednesday for Sunday night's main event prediction show. All right, next up, this man needs no introduction. Definitely one, if not one of my best friends in the whole community and in the world. Not just the community, just the all around great friend and great person. The CEO himself, Miami the Great. Tell all these lovely people where they can find you on X, YouTube, Spotify, Twitch, and what you have coming up next.
Before I shout out myself, I know we always give ourselves praise. I always want to give people their flowers and come from a great place because that's what DWE's always been about. Shouts out to the collective, shouts out to Carlos, Stampede, all them, those guys. Always kept the positive and always made me keep that positive energy. And that's why I'm at now because I don't be crashing out like I used to no more. But every now and then now, hold up now, y'all don't get too happy because, the old Miami is still in here now. But yeah, shouts out to those guys. I love everybody what they've been doing. It looks like everybody's running up to their season 2 of their intros. We got some new intros coming in tomorrow. Actually, everybody will see the new intro of Inside the NFL Mind. Did everything new. Sorry, I missed Tuesday because I was super late sitting at a stop and nobody wanted to let me move. So I'm sorry about that. But hey, I joined my buddy this Tuesday coming up. We get to go back season 2 for NFL. So I appreciate for you that, CJ. So we will return, but tomorrow everybody can catch me. I will be doing the Thursdays games, and I'll probably discuss a few things because I did miss Tuesday. So it'll probably be for the last time do a little videos and stuff like that. But we'll discuss some bets, inshore bets, and all that for Thursday tomorrow. So you guys, if you're in NFL, please join me tomorrow. And if you do want to get some information about the games tomorrow, join me tomorrow. We'll do a lot of NFL discussion about the Thursday game. So catch me tomorrow, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And catch me Saturday with my co-host, Final Boss Baby, for DWE Radio for episode 30. We're almost close to season 2, with season 2 will be starting next year because we do normally take our DWE break around November and December. But NFL will still go on with me and CJ, so you guys can still see me and CJ, and I will be still doing Inside the NFL Mind all the way up to Super Bowl, and then I'll be back by myself again. So CJ, I made it March from all the way to down, so I held it down, buddy. We made it, so appreciate you for that, and thank you for having me on, CJ.
Absolutely, anytime, brother. All right, next up, my biggest supporter on Sunday Night Scoops. Now it's crazy in there on Sundays. I can't even hardly get a word in without a comment. But thank you for your loyalty. It definitely doesn't go unnoticed. Big Mike, tell everybody where they can find
you. You can follow me on Big Mike on X, and that's what I'm going to say. And all I can say one more thing about Heatwave. I think we're going to see some surprises, swerves, and things, and genuine surprises we didn't see coming on Sunday. I don't know what is and what will be. We'll just have to tune in to find out. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all take it easy.
Thank you, Big Mike. Appreciate you, brother. All right. He's out of here. All right. Next up, the mayor of Canada. Also playing in my fantasy football league, so looking forward to my first season with him. Really good friend. Tell everybody where they can find you on your socials and what you have coming up next.
I'm all over the place. So, I'm fairly easy to find. I'll be on Carlos's space tonight for the AEW Dynamite review. I'm over on Spedrock Productions. We do Point Taken over there. I'll be doing a guest spot over on Spartus Mark's show. He has a show every Tuesday night. So keep an eye out for that. As always, look for late breaking news developing out of Speculation, Utah. I have my people there working on that. My secretary, Agnes Wiggins, the mayor of Speculation Utah, Dylan, and Deputy Mayor Mike from Boston. So always good content coming out of that trio. So stay tuned.
All right, thank you, Stampede. Appreciate all you do. All right, Nitro. It's been a while, brother. Glad to have you back on. Tell everybody where they can find you on socials and what you have coming up next.
Yeah, so you can find me everywhere. Basically, Nitro Oblivion everywhere on literally socials. YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky, Twitch, TikTok, every social, Kick, Instagram. The list goes on. But yeah, I'm a huge wrestling fan. I'm excited for this upcoming weekend of wrestling events and content. I think everything looks good. Both cards look amazing. But yeah, I mostly post video game content. Sometimes wrestling content. Sometimes I do like movie reviews or edits or just random stuff wherever I want to talk about or make a video of. I'll post on my channel. But yeah, some of you like pop culture and superheroes and video games and wrestling and just it's a mixed bag. I know it's not the way to go after YouTube, and I should probably pick a niche, but I'm just kind of just posting what I enjoy doing and what hobbies and habits I enjoy having. So yeah, go subscribe if you like a random mixed bag of superheroes and pop culture and wrestling.
Thank you, Nitro. All right, next up, we have a show in about 15 minutes, 13 or 14 minutes or so. He is a member of WWE and the host of Queens of WWE, Kyle the Man. Anthony, tell everybody where they can find you on social, what you have coming up next.
Yes, you can follow me on Twitter at KyleShaw96. That's what call it that. Instagram, is Kyle Anthony .96, and I'm also going to have a new show coming up soon. If anyone's a fan of the soap operas, it's called The Boat and Beyond. I'll be doing that show. Will debut either I want to say next Friday. I want to say so. Just keep a lookout. If anyone's a fan of soap operas, it would be me and Roto Reg talking about both Bold and Beautiful Beyond the Gate. So if anyone's a fan of that, go check us out. We have a debut. I'm still, like I say, either next Friday, this Friday, or next Friday. I think it's next Friday, but keep a lookout. But that's what's going on with me. But check me out later in a couple of minutes for Quiz of WWE with my co-host, who is the host tonight, is CJ. So that's it.
All right, thank you, Kyle. I'm going to go to the outro really quick, and I'll be back to tell you guys where you can find me on socials and what I have coming up for the rest of this week and next week. We will do it really quick because I have a show in 12 minutes. Thank you to everyone who has tuned in, and I will be right back.
Wrestling has more than one royal fan.
There are a lot of podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recap Prediction Sports. Let go, show recap prediction sports.
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recap Prediction Sports. Let go.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to the NXT Heatwave prediction show. Thank you to Big Mike, Sean, everybody that Miami, Tribal, everybody, Stampede, Nitro, Carlos, and Caleb, everybody that's here and was here. As far as where you can find me on my socials, it is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. On X, you can find me at EVP2JP. You can go all the way to the top of my page, and my YouTube is pinned at the top. You guys, if you're not there on Sunday Night Scoops, when I hit the 300 subscriber mark, we had a $100 giveaway. Once I get to 400, we will be doing another giveaway. So congrats to the winner that won the $100. I am 75 subscribers away from 400, so you guys please try to help me get there. Ultimate goal is 500, but I am shooting for 400 by Survivor Series. So if you guys get a chance to share my YouTube link with your friends, please make sure. Dude, the giveaway for 400 will be $200. So when we get to 500, what matches 500? You know what it is. It's the big buck. So that's the goal. I put out a lot of work, a lot of content. So I'm really trying to do what's best for myself and also for DW and the community as well. So I feel like I'm doing a pretty decent job with that. On Instagram, you can find me at EVPCJP. It is a business account, but my YouTube is in my bio. You can find all of my upcoming videos from my upcoming stream. My Big Brother 28 recap, Week 7 recap is already on there. You can find that on Instagram. On TikTok, you can find me at Brady the Goat 21. That's at BRADY Goat 21. Same. You can find my YouTube in my bio, and also you can find all my upcoming videos made by Miami from my upcoming streams. Last but not least, most importantly, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We got 83 subscribers in 2.5 weeks to get me well over 300 before SummerSlam. We are 75 away from 400, so let's please help me get to 400 subscribers before Survivor Series. If you can't find my YouTube channel on any of my social media platforms, go to the search bar and type in at the EVP Show. This channel is only 13 months old, but you can find 1,120 live videos, over 550 shorts, YouTube shorts, and a couple of pre-recorded videos. So you guys just take a look and check that out. It means a lot to me for you guys to check out my content. If you all subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and you will be reminded when I go live. What I have coming up next, here in about 9 to 10 minutes, I will be live with Kyle the Man Anthony on my YouTube channel, my X page, and also on DWE Television X for Queens of WWE episode number 11 at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursday night, we switch gears to reality television. I'm back at 9:30 p.m. Eastern for the Big Brother Season 28 Week 7 recap show. That show has been a success here on the YouTube channel, so I look to continue that past Big Brother. On Friday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, join me for the SmackDown recap show. No stream on Saturday. Come back Sunday. Will be no scoop show, but tune in at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the NXT Heatwave recap show. And then next week, Monday, 11 p.m. Eastern, I'm back for the Raw recap show. Tuesday night, the aftermath of Heatwave. Join me at 10:30 p.m. Eastern for the NXT recap show. Next Wednesday, same time, same place. Join me and 9 others, most of them that are here tonight, for the Sunday night main event prediction show next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Next Thursday is Big Brother again. Big Brother Season 28, Week 8 recap show at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Next Friday, SmackDown recap show at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Next Saturday, I'm off again. And then tune in next Sunday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sunday night's main event recap show. That is it for my stuff. I have a fully busy schedule for the next 2 weeks. So thank you to Carlos, Travel Kingpin, Caleb, Stampede, Nitro, Miami, Kyle, and also Big Mike and Sean for coming on tonight. 174 people watching live. With that being said, guys, this has been your NXT Heatwave prediction show live here on the EVP show. We will see all of you guys, I'm sure, next Wednesday for the same thing. Prediction show for Sunday Night Main Event. But I am the EVP from the EVP show, the Golden Boy of DWE. DWE is the place to be. Everyone enjoy their Wednesday night and come lock back in with me tomorrow night for some reality television for the Big Brother Season 28, Week 7 recap show. Good night, everyone.